In the latest addition to the Yuri/Shoujo genre, we have Adachi and Shimamura. But before we begin my review of this series, comes purely from this anime which currently only has 5 episodes. I have not read the light novel or the 2 apparent different versions of the manga. With that aside, stumbling upon Adachi and Shimamura this fall 2020 anime season has been a serious treat. This is undoubtedly a slice of life series. There isn't much plot to speak of besides the slow but steady advance of the relationship between the main characters as the months and seasons come to pass. The main duo are the highlight of the series, and certainly some of the more relatable written characters in the Yuri genre. First, we have Shimamura. She is a sociable teenage girl who just has no real attachment to life. Relationships with others, hobbies, school, she is unwilling to put in anything beyond the bare minimum effort towards them. Being herself completely disinterested in all things, never voicing any preference or resistance about where the flow of time carries her. If you had to sum her up in one word, she's passive. It is this passiveness which causes her to skip class, and it is her indifference which initially causes her to accept Adachi without a fuss. Adachi, on the other hand, is Shimamura's opposite. She is painfully unsociable and aware of it. She finds herself totally incapable of connecting with others. The entire experience of it is grating and difficult to her. She is a loner in every sense of the word, without a single substantial relationship in her life, not to mention her at-home life is not ideal, with a mother that treats her as more of a nuisance. It's this suffocating loneliness which causes her to skip class, causing her to encounter the indifferent and all-accepting Shimamura, the first person she truly ever wants to interact with. The main pair are complemented by a number of minor characters who appear both in their own self-contained mini-stories and in the main story. Namely, there are the main pair's classmates, the cheery and petite Hino, and her childhood friend Nagafuji. In the words of Shimamura, is your usual bespectacled girl with big boobs. These two are very entertaining and often the source of comedy in the series, and their grounded and open nature are the perfect foil to the main characters. The story is told primarily in the form of alternating moments of the day-to-day life from either Adachi's perspective or Shimamura's. Almost all dialogue is made up of the two's inner thoughts, making this a very character-driven rather than plot-driven story. For people who don't normally enjoy slice of life, you may initially find this lack of anything substantial occurring to be a bit of a bore. Both main characters are delinquents in their own words. At the beginning of the story, watching their friendship grow from being secret friends to actual friends that can be seen together is a cathartic experience. It's their gradual emotional development, both in general and towards one another, that makes up the substance of the series. The art and background effects in general, the scenery, some of the visuals are just truly stunning. I was shocked in the very first episode of this series by how beautifully illustrated the animations and character designs are. I really enjoyed the art style. There's this scene of Adachi becoming sort of a ethereal being of jealousy at the thought of Yashiro, the self-proclaimed alien girl, proclaiming that she likes Shimamura. Adachi to Shimamura is a very human take on the school romance theme. Finding this anime this season was a really nice surprise that had me glued to it from episode 1. If you haven't, you should definitely add this to your watch list. Let me know in the comments below of what you thought of the latest entry to the Yuri genre in animated form. As always, leave the video a like and subscribe for more, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next one.